Jake O'Brien may have the best highlight reel out of anyone in the 2025 NHL draft class.
He's got Van Acker with him. Testa guides through the middle of the ice. His drive safe. Rebound O'Brien. Back out front. Scores!
When we evaluate a prospect, we look at more than just a highlight tape. We break down games and stats, but at some point, having the highest highs does count for something. It's a sign of potential. If O'Brien does figure out how to build an NHL game around his elite playmaking, he may become one of the best players in the class. It's his stick handling skills which form the base of his playmaking game. He can handle the puck in traffic, one-touch it to teammates, send lobs through the defense, hook and slip the puck by adjusting the angle of his blade at the last second, and he's also capable of adapting to close lanes, by giving the puck to teammates in areas instead of directly, and his precision really stands out.
Rossetto back for Van Acker, gives to O'Brien for Van Acker, they score! Pretty passing from the Bulldogs.
This is a great play. The pass slips under 3 sticks to get to his teammate driving the net, and that's partly because he managed to instantly add deception to his play, by catching the puck at his hip and loading a shot to confuse the defense before making the play across. O'Brien is always handling in that hip pocket position and with fast and short rolling motions. The puck is always in contact with his blade. With his high-level technique and by positioning the puck the way he does, he freezes defenses in front of him, can make plays in all 4 directions instantly, and adjust to the opposition very quickly.
Back at the point is Moore. Good pressure from the Bulldogs. Blocker aside by Oster. Moore another shot. Oster the same. Bulldogs good response after giving up the third. Here's O'Brien again. Sends it across. A shot off the crossbar.
Around and kept out of the zone now in a 2-on-1 scenario developing with DeAngelis, the last one back. Lets it go to that side and they
Swept down. Erlitten. Along the wall. O'Brien cuts it off. Backside. Space for Lavoie. Scores! It's a tie game! Zachary Lavoie!
And look at the flexibility in his wrist and the control he has over the puck in this sequence. In the span of a second, he baits a poke check, slides the puck back, starts loading a shot, and then transforms that shot motion into a hook pass across. It felt easy and natural for him to make those plays, like he has been practicing those moves for thousands of hours already. O'Brien can also catch pucks very softly. That matters when you're trying to establish control over the game and link plays together. He has a developed ability to catch pucks all around him instantly, deflect them in front, and make the next play.
Van Acker. Van Acker twirls high. O'Brien, nice feed to Testa, and that shot blockered off by McIver.
This is a play that only a player with an elite combination of stick handling and passing skills can make. O'Brien had to be aware, or at least he had to anticipate the position of his next target before getting the pass, and he made it with the right timing and angle too, despite the pressure around him. His hockey sense is the other reason he's such a great playmaker. He constantly knows the position of his teammates and can relay the puck instantly, especially when he's below the goal line or on the wall.
O'Brien guides it on to Rossetto's backhand. Save made by Oster. Hammer steps down on the right side. Around the back of the net, fed it out front. Couple whacks at it. Bouncing puck escaped by O'Brien, who recollects. O'Brien for Avery. Scores! Josh Avery!
I am exactly referring to that guy.
As Cole Brown has that one trickle wide out front. O'Donnell scores! O'Brien to challenge Graham McCauley. And O'Brien steals the puck down low. Spins it out front for Avery. Scores! And back to the line. Protz bangs it off the end wall. Stepping down is Moore. Low is Van Acker. Van Acker swings it to the right corner. O'Brien up front. Rossetto scores!
O'Brien makes his best plays purely based on anticipation. He prioritizes speed of execution and deception over looking to confirm if a teammate is really there in the spot he should be. He trusts others to make the right runs and knows where they will be based on his tactical understanding of the game, his team system, and based on how his teammates were moving prior to the pass. This style makes for some highlight reel passes for sure.
Wants to pass it across the zone. Seneca steps back on. Comes out front. Innate. Just thrown over the net.
67 zone. There's Horner pressured by Thomas. Another centering pass. And Deach Johnny on the spot there. Here's Hamara. His hard shot. That one.
It also made O'Brien a bit of an inefficient passer this season. He would throw passes to areas without connecting or turning the puck over. This is something that works in junior, but may not work as well at the NHL level. His tendency to slow down with the puck and wait for teammates arriving in space across the ice or behind him is also something that may not be fully translatable to the NHL. So while O'Brien's playmaking is highly impressive, probably the most impressive in the draft, there are some minor concerns about how it may translate to the league. It's not unusual for top playmakers to act that way in junior hockey, however. The best ones figure out how to better manage the puck and how to create with more pace, by moving their feet more and shifting the defense.
On the left, taken down by O'Brien. O'Brien will move his way forward. Van Acker drives it open space. The drop was Rossetto, came off of Odell.
And that was the best scoring chance so far in this game. The Merrick Van Acker, nice stick handling there by O'Brien. O'Brien cross-ice pass intercepted that time by Bilecki.
All of O'Brien's current talents, his deception, patience, handling and passing skills, and anticipation, should make him very threatening on an NHL power play. He could really rack up points as a quarterback from the half wall. At his best, O'Brien links up plays all over the ice. He makes a first pass that forces the defense to reorganize, then anticipates where he has to skate next, gets the puck back, and completes the next play. With his routes and where and how he's passing, he also makes the next plays evident for his teammates. And hockey look very easy.
And it's Adam Juracek up. Onto the far side now, little drop pass back to Lardis, and boy, wow!
Like here, where he deflects a pass to his teammate with his backhand, then runs behind his teammate to give a return pass, retracts two before completing the give and go. Watching some of these clips, some of you may be thinking, why isn't O'Brien higher on everyone's board if he has all of those skills? That's a fair question, and there are many reasons to have him as high as the top 5. The minor concerns around his playmaking, that it's a bit low-paced and inefficient, played a part in his ranking. But we anticipate that he will figure out ways to continue completing spectacular passes at the NHL level. Apart from that, O'Brien still needs to round out his game, and not just in a typical way. He invested a lot into becoming this elite playmaker. That adds uncertainty to his projection, as he will have to develop more areas of his game than your typical top 10 prospect to reach a top NHL role and make use of his playmaking talents. If you want to read more about the other facets of O'Brien's game, you should read this article by Simon Desjardins in the news section of Elite Prospects, or check out our draft guide. In the end, O'Brien is more of a project than other top prospects in this draft, but he's by far the most exciting one. He has an elite skill, and that gives him an advantage. If he can develop his speed and physical play and more of a scoring game, he could become a top-line, high-scoring, play-driving center and a fan favorite for a long time.
Jake O'Brien off the wall after Lebois stepped in. Scores! Oh my goodness gracious! Jake O'Brien put on the tap shoes. He just walked right through and banked it.
So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe.